Hello everyone. I am overly excited about my new DNA bars. Why do I call them DNA bars? You ask. Did you ask? You probably did ask, but you didn't say anything. I call them DNA bars because they fix your DNA. They're healthy. They're so healthy that your DNA will fix. It will become better. Picture yourself having all these pimples on your face. Have a DNA bar. Your brain will work faster. And your overall performance will increase. So I bought a bunch of things at Walmart that were natural, I think, and some things that are, yeah. So what I'm going to add to this, before I added ALA from flaxseed oil, this time I still will, but these are the things that I just bought. Ground flaxseed, that means it's not in like chunks, like it's powder. Yes. Omega-3s, which is ALA. Probably a really small amount, though, in that. I bought more Nutella, of course, because that's what gives it the bars their flavor, mostly. Superfood. This stuff tastes like shit, but when you mix it with tasty things, like maple syrup, yes, $20. Then I go to Costco, and it's like $12 for two of them. I'm like, fuck. I love grocery shopping. And I don't get why other guys don't like grocery shopping. So next thing, spirulina. Spirulina contains almost every vitamin, but mostly brain enhancing because it helps your vision and your cognitive function. Pair all of these up. Glutamine. Glutamine will help all these things transmit through your blood-brain barrier faster. Because glutamine works with your glutamine receptors in the brain. Pretzels. They're delicious. Do I have to say any more? I add a tiny amount of this, and I'll add more if I blend it up so it's like less, you won't taste it as much. I don't like coconut shreddings, but they're good for you. Whey protein powder. Available at Sprouts. It was like $14 a pound. I got less than a pound. Chia seeds. With this, you won't have to cook your bars. They don't burn or anything. You won't have to cook anything because after a day, these expand in any liquid. Peanut butter is not a liquid, but there's oil in peanut butter. Chia seeds will expand in fat-soluble things and water-soluble. That just means if it's mostly fat, it will still expand. So what else? I already had these, but Goji Berries. I would prefer to cut these up or blend them because you do bite into them, and it's kind of like biting into a raisin, but it tastes better. You can only eat a handful of these a day, like literally, because they have a toxin in them that will make your mouth numb. What else? Oh, the ALA oil, but you know about ALA. And of course, peanut butter. This is the cheapest peanut butter you can buy at Walmart. This is, I believe, it's either $2 or $4. If you buy it anywhere else, it costs like $10. So that's cheap and good. Sometimes I'll add rhodiola. Sometimes I'll add rhodiola, but it really honestly matters what you mix rhodiola with. If you mix rhodiola with something that interferes with it, like all these things will enhance your brain. They'll make you think faster. They'll create new neural pathways, and they'll fix old ones. But if you mix something like rhodiola with, which is an adaptogen, and it makes you happier. It doesn't make me happy, it relaxes me more. The thing with this spirulina is I added uh, just one bud to it, one weed bud that was CBD strain. And if you don't know what CBD is, it's the medical part of marijuana that heals epilepsy. So I know you're not supposed to eat weed. You're supposed to either smoke it or cook it and then eat it. But this is raw spirulina mixed with, maybe I could get one. Nope. It's so finely grinded up that it just mixes with the spirulina. So that's pretty much the DNA bars. And this time I'm going to make the DNA bars about as long as a normal candy bar. Because I'm kind of tired of making like 100 little ones, and then once I make a new batch, I could just throw out the little ones. So this time I'm making big ones, even though it will make your cognitive function very fast. And it will make you shit bricks. I'm not kidding. The fiber in all of this stuff will make you fart so much. You have to eat one bar a day. Because I've had those cravings where I eat 2 or 3, and then the next day I have diarrhea. There's one last thing. One last ingredient. I think I'm saying this right. Moringa. This stuff, holy shit. If you can't poop, this shit will make you poop. This shit will make you shit. This stuff is insane. When you mix this with spirulina, it creates an instant shitstorm if you use too much of it. I use the whole packet and make about 30 bars. But this time, let me just say, rhodiola mixes with weed. If you make an edible and you mix rhodiola in there, it's fine. I kind of caution you with glutamine to mix with other supplements, unless you know what the other supplements do. I caution you because L-glutamine can honestly interfere with other things in your brain. And if you overdose on L-glutamine, you can have a seizure because you're overexciting the glutamine receptors in the brain. Okay. And that's kind of what seizure meds do. They lower the reception of glutamine receptors, so you get less brain speed. Because some will slow you down. So you're less likely to have a seizure, so the brain doesn't get overexcited. That's about it. I'm done now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you make these. All of this shit was probably like $40. All, actually, the Nutella, the superfoodBlend, the ground flaxseed, and the chia seeds that I just bought. That's probably a good $30. Yeah. The rest of the stuff is refrigerated, and it's in the refrigerator. Yeah. I urge you, if you live on food stamps, since they respawn, I like saying that, at the end of the month on the 8th. No, I mean the next month on the 8th. I urge you to, if you want to eat healthy, you buy tilapia, which is super high in protein, really low in calories. Buy tilapia. It's only like $14 for 30 pieces of tilapia at Walmart. If you want if you want to buy cheap bread, which is just normal branded bread, go to Walmart. But this cost me 12 bucks. And this brand works. It's not, the GNC brand of glutamine is insane. It works so fast. That works. This, I believe this was on sale and it was $8. Chia seeds are expensive where you buy them, not by what they are, not by the quality. They're expensive at the store you buy them at. Like if you bought them at Whole Foods, they'd be super expensive. If you bought them at Safeway, they'd be super expensive. If you bought them at Gayer Joe's, Trader Joe's, I hate that store, they'd probably be way more expensive. But if you buy them at Walmart, they're only $8 for this. Which is pretty good because it's 22 ounces. See, I'm teaching you shit. This Nutella at Walmart, this big, was $4. Okay, that's it. Did I forget anything? Nope. Nope. Bye, everyone. Have a nice, sexy day. Oh, before I go, if you watched my recent sun gazing video, I said how I was gaining powers or something. Like I could feel auras and the electromagnetic fields around me. Well, guess what just happened while I was in Walmart? I get a call. Once we get back in the car, we're done shopping, I get a call on my, I have a voice message from my other grandma, and she said, call back. And I'm like, what do you mean? So when I get home, I call her back. And this is what she said. You called me earlier, like 20 minutes ago, and at the end of the call, I heard your voice say grandma. Okay, I've had telepathic instances before with about 5 times with 5 different friends. But this one was the most interesting because in the store about 20 minutes ago, I thought of yesterday when I was with my other grandma. And then she just so happens to get a call on the phone, which says nothing until the end and hears my voice say grandma. And I wasn't in the car when this happened. Her phone rang, and it says I called her. That's what my phone says. I called her. My phone was in the car. I was in the store. That's fucking creepy. But that's kind of what happened with the other telepathy instances I had. It's really random, but I'll control it, and then I'll be able to annoy people with it. Okay, bye everyone.